Manley come into this last round after going down to Souths last weekend, and here's their team. Shearer, Davis, Close, Blake, Ronson, Cox and Hasler. Lyons, Cleal, Vorton, Pocock, Cochrane and Daly. Parramatta went to Seaford Oval last Sunday, and the Raiders were the victors, 19-12. Here's their team. Taylor, Delroy, Muggleton, Ella, Growth, Kenny and Sterling. Price, Sharp, Laurie, Leabeater, Mosley and Bugden. And the referee for this NEC big game is Kevin Roberts. So here we go again in one of these great battles between Manley and Parramatta. No two sides have attracted the attention of the rugby league public like these two. Mosley on the runaround. 5 gone for the Eels. Sterling has the blind side stacked. He runs to the defensive line. He gives the ball to Laurie. Laurie gets it to Delroy. Delroy back to Sterling. Sterling scores! Peter Sterling has scored about 10 metres in from the main grandstand side of Brookvale. Well, he set it up and he finished it off, Peter Sterling. Ella. It's missed very wide of the uprights, and so Parramatta leading Manley by 4 points to 0. The try coming after 7 minutes of time. 20 metres away from the Parramatta line now. Manley trailing 4 points to 0. Piling on the attack as we speak as Cox turns it in for Hasler. Hasler through to Cochrane, on to Lyons, out wide for Close. There's a chance on for Manley. Close gets it to Davis. Here comes Kenny, but Davis steps around him, and Davis goes in to score for Manley. Well, they drew them in and then they threw it wide. And Stuart Davis goes in to score about 12 metres in from the touchline on the grandstand side. 4 points all now. Well, this was the way it happened. I thought for a moment Chris Close may have been able to score himself. One of the game's finest. Got it away nicely. It's a goal. 6 points to 4. A goal for Malcolm Cochrane. 5 tackles gone, knocked backwards, said the referee. So what will Sterling do here? The kick is on. There it goes, high. It's coming down in the field of play. Oh, Growth all but got a hand to it. In fact, Growth came diving through the air, and he almost came up with a freakish try. And by Price and Sharp, and Taylor is hurt. It's gone now to Daly. Out the back and finds Malcolm Cochrane. Cochrane! He goes outside the 40-metre line. He dummies there to Cliff Lyons. He's pulled down by Sterling.
He dummied to Cliff Lyons, but he should have. He'd have given the ball to Lyons. Lyons also had support on the outside. That could have easily been a Manley try.
Hasler to Cox. Away to Blake. Now Shearer. This is Ronson going down the right flank. The defence is converging. The ball has gone loose, and he's going to order the knock-on. 10 metres out from the Parramatta line. He's going to pack a scrum down. Parramatta's fullback Taylor was receiving attention. Growth had already committed himself down the ground, and Manley capitalised on that on the right flank. Here's Cox stepping inside Kenny, and here goes big Chris Close inside the 32-metre line, up to the 22. Dale Shearer, he'll score. Will he? No, he's short. He's over the line but can't get it down. Referee Roberts is telling him to play the ball. Well, Roberts letting play go on. I thought he would have given a penalty there and maybe used the sin bin. But it's Ronson who's tackled. 10 metres away from the Parramatta line.
Price was 10 metres offside then.
Davis to play the ball now. Well, it seemed that they could have easily been given a penalty, Manley, at the very least, when Shearer was not allowed to play it. And now, instead of a certain 2 points, they're going to get involved in a scrum 5 metres out from the Parramatta line with the feed going to Parramatta. Won by Parramatta against the feed. Sterling fires the ball to Muggleton. Muggleton goes for the line. I don't know that he's got it down. He's held up in goal. So it's another scrum 5 metres out. Sterling, he's over! He's done it himself, the little fellow! Well, the blue and gold army goes up as Peter Sterling does it all himself. He scores his second try. Well, this little fellow is playing injured in the second half. John Muggleton taking this kick 15 metres out. He bangs it straight between the uprights, although the touch judges move to one side. The scoreline is Parramatta 10, Manley 6 in the NEC big game. 5 tackles gone for Parramatta. No wonder they're sitting in the treetops. Muggleton puts the big torpedo pump down towards the Manley line. It won't find the dead ball line. Oh, Jackson's coming very quickly. The ball has been... I'm looking at Roberts. I think he's going to give a try. He has. He's given a try to Parramatta. Now, who did he give the try to? I think Ray Price. There's the NEC replay. Well, I don't know whether he gave it to Jackson, Price or Kenny. What do you reckon, Graham?
Well, I'm still trying to make up my mind here after this goal kick. I've got two rather weary front rowers in Bugden and Leadbeater with me, so we'll catch up with them after the kick-off. All
right, well, here's Muggleton now from 15 metres almost in front. His team leading by 14 points to 6. And John Muggleton raises the flags. So Parramatta have bolted away now to lead by 16 points to 6 and 6.5 minutes of time remaining. Sterling picking up Price, ever alert, picking up Sharp to Growth. They won't catch Growth. Oh, Dale Shearer looked over his left shoulder and said, who's got it? He saw that it was Growth, and he basically said, oh, I couldn't possibly catch you. Dale himself was, I think, favouring a leg, but Growth strolled in for the easiest of tries. But again, it was this little fellow, Sterling, and of course Ray Price. Well, adjectives fail me to describe him. Sharp backed up. That's excellent breaking from the scrum by both the lock and the second rower. And of course, Eric Growth, he was there in position as the winger, and Dale Shearer was left with the awesome task of chasing him.
This scrum came from a Manly error. They fumbled the ball. The scrum went down. Parramatta won it. Sterling ran from the scrum. He's created havoc from there. Slipped the pass onto Price. A great effort by the captain to back up. And who did he find? Steve Sharp, the second rower who'd come from the scrum. He was backing up, and then onto Eric Growth. And you give this man a start, well, you're never going to catch him.
And still more to come off the boot of John Muggleton. So Parramatta now leading by 22 points to 6 over Manley in the dying seconds of the NEC big game. And there's the siren. A hoop and the hollow there from Michael Mosley out in the middle, realising that the minor premiership and the club championship go back to O'Connell Street, Parramatta. Of course, now they get the week's rest. Of that we are certain. 22 to 6. Sterling, one of his most courageous and best performances here at Brookvale today, scored 2 tries. Price 1, Growth 1, Muggleton 3 goals. And for Manley, Davis a try and Cochrane a goal.